Meet Joe, a man who's had to play through more rough than most people will ever have to in their life.
The car accident was November 9th of 2008. Getting laid off December 31st, New Year's Eve, before the new year, everything's supposed to change. Yeah,
2008?
Yeah, 6 weeks later, whatever it was.
But some say this is exactly what he's made for.
I don't ever take the easy way out. I never do, never have.
Maybe that
I
comes
agree.
from your dad now?
Absolutely. I was raised growing up, you want something you work for.
All right, hole one is going to be a par 4, 340 yards, pretty straight uphill. Hole one, question one. You grew up working in a union or working as a union electrician. What did those years teach you about hard work and discipline that you carried with running your own business?
Starting off with the easy one, huh? Education is a must, is a big one. There's different between, I'm around both union, non-union guys all the time, right? So going through the union's apprenticeship program was probably the best path for not just me, but anyone looking to go into electrical. Because at the time it was a 5-year program. So 2 nights a week from September through May, we had 3 hours of class. So from 6 to 9, we went through bookwork. We went through all the theory of electrical. We went through all the code, and this went on for 5 years. And over, the course of 4 years, you get your hours that you need to go take your test for your license.
Yeah.
That extra year is actually good for the person just to know and understand the code book, know how to use it, know how to do calculations and everything. You don't just have one instructor, because now you're basically on the job training also. So no matter who you're working with, they're your new instructor. And if you have a good one, you learn so much more.
Yeah.
And that's where I benefited, is when I first got in, I was with guys that wanted to teach me, wanted me to prosper in the field. These were guys that, when I got in, they were going to retire within 10 or 15 years. So they knew they were teaching the next generation of electricians. And I still talk to most of them. Some of them have passed away, but one of my first journeymen, Dennis Beck, great dude, loved to talk, right? But he also loved to teach.
Nice.
We had an incident on the job where one of the guys working got hung up on 277 volts and almost killed him. That was on a Saturday morning. Well, they sent all of us home. So Monday, first thing Dennis did was pull me aside and showed me what he could grab 277 without getting hurt, because he knew where he was in the circuit. He just standing there in his boots and grabs that wire barehanded and didn't hurt him.
That
He's
moment in your head, you were like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to get the bat,
Yeah.
But no, he showed me, because I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
He didn't want me walking away from the field because somebody got hurt, because they didn't know
Yeah.
where they were in the circuit, So things like that, people taking the time to educate you, and you letting that stuff stick in your head so you understand, the job I have now could kill me if I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
And that's where I get the education is so valuable, especially in my field, because that's what I do every day. And that's where now I'm teaching other electricians, same way, same philosophy. It's, you need to know where you are all the time. If you're not paying attention, if you show up hungover, if you don't have 100% of your attention to what you're doing, it could kill you.
Yeah.
So that's what I got most of from the union is, the education purpose of it.
The hands-on experience.
Exactly.
Well, let's get the hands on the driver and hit the first tee shot.
Let's do it.
First shot on camera. Joe's got his driver out. We have 340 yards. It is uphill, as you can kind of see from the camera. So I'm guessing it's going to play more like 390 when it's all said and done. So it is still a shorter par 4.
Oh, going right. I play from there a lot.
Oh. Oh. All right, gonna take out that right stake there and fade it in. Or just hit it toey and go straight. In the bunker. All right, we're up here on Joe's drive. We're just by this lovely tree right here. We got 110 to the middle, is uphill, so I'm guessing it's gonna play 115-ish, 120-ish. What do you got in your hand?
I'm
swinging an 8.
An 8? All
Yeah.
right.
Normally it's a 9, but
I say first iron swing in the morning, so. Give you a little right.
oh,
Ooh,
bad hop.
took a right bounce too.
Bad hop.
What's the distance? I have a pitching wedge here. Just gotta take it. Looks like the wind's blowing it a little bit to the right after seeing your shot. So I'm gonna go to the left here. Ooh, thinned it. Very long left. Very long
left.
Joe's ball here. If you can see it, props to you.
I've got a 60.
What a shot. Go, ball, go. Go, ball, go.
Ugh.
Nice
Close.
shot. Nope. I scooped it. Scoop!
Somebody's closer.
What are you seeing? Little left to right? Or right to left, I mean?
Just a hair.
It's the
But
hair.
This hole's kind of deceiving. So I'm gonna go pretty much straight at it.
There you go.
But
Is that a solo par?
more or less.
Solo par.
Hole 2 is 396 yards. It's hazard on the right, openish on the left. It is, I think, a fun green.
I actually love this hole.
It's a challenging, fun green, which makes it
Yeah.
exciting. We are even through 1. So hole 2, question 2. When the recession hit, you got laid off. Combine that with your wife's car accident. That's a brutal stretch of holes. Can you walk us through the season and how it pushed you to get out on your own?
Going off on my own was always the goal. Right?
Okay.
Always to better myself, always to take the career as far as I could take it, you know. And having a master's license is basically the top of the food chain for electricians.
Yeah.
You need a master's license in order to be an inspector, you know, in order to be a contractor. So I'm basically as high as I can go. The car accident was November 9th of 2008. My wife was driving down a gravel road, lost control, jumped a culvert, landed wheels up, or wheels down, I guess, the right way.
Yeah.
But the jolt in the minivan broke her back. All 3 kids were with her. They didn't get hurt, fortunately. Took a helicopter ride to the hospital, and then it was a long recovery. I mean, it wasn't just, 6 weeks. It was almost 6 years of pain and nonstop garbage she had to deal with. But getting laid off December 31st, New Year's Eve, before the new year, everything's supposed to change.
Right?
Yeah,
2008?
yeah. 6 weeks later, whatever it was, everything was supposed to get better after the first year, but I start the year laid off. Closest place to go work in January of 2009 was Cheyenne, Wyoming, when they were putting up all their windmills, wind turbines and stuff. And I was all but on the road heading there. I mean, I knew I was going. It's like, all right, it's Friday, I'll go there on Monday.
Yeah.
And I woke up that next morning. I told the wife, I said, I'm not going. I said, I'm not going to miss my kids growing up. I said, so there's a test in Omaha on December 17th or February 17th. I'm going to go take the test and get my contractor's license. So basically, I did some odd jobs for my uncle and stuff like that. And we managed to pay our bills and survive. And then took my contractor's test, took 7 or 10 days to hear back, and got a letter, got a 94% on my contractor's test.
Nice.
And I took my next 2 unemployment checks, bought liability insurance, and never filed for unemployment again. And here we are, 16 and a half years later and still going. But it hasn't come without its struggles. When I started business, thinking I knew how to do the work means I knew how to run a business. No idea. I fell on my face drastically in the first 6 months. Checks coming in, so now you're like, all right, got money coming in finally. So you start spending money and like, oh, forgot to pay for material.
Taxes.
Oh, now there's no more work. So now what?
Yeah.
So at one point I was $25,000 in the hole with my supply house. Didn't have a single job lined up because I was, waiting for the phone to ring all the time. And, went and talked to the supply house and basically told them, I said, if you cut me off, I'm done. I'm going to have to file bankruptcy. If you keep me going, I will get out of this hole. I'll give you every dime I make minus my mortgage payment, whatever I need to survive. And we came to an agreement, and it took me about 2 years to get out of the hole that I was in, just because, I didn't have the education
Run a business.
to run a business. So I'm proof of school hard knocks works. It's wife's doing good. She actually cooks for the bar now. So
Nice.
for the last year and a half, she's had a job again.
Very cool.
So,
And you're the boss.
nope,
No?
nope, she's the boss. I do what she tells me.
I'll follow your lead on this drive.
I think you should go first.
No.
I'm going to try to put one down the middle.
No, set. Stay a little bit, ball.
She fading?
Hit a tree, and it dropped. Okay.
You got it?
Yep. It just dropped right at the edge of that tree line there from like the crap. So.
Oh, I see it. On that cut?
Yep. Ooh, topped her.
She stayed low.
Yeah, stayed low. That's positive. All right, so we have Joe's drive right there. Flag is gonna be over here, so we're gonna attempt to film from back here and hope for the best. Hopefully it doesn't hit that tree and come back at me.
Stop it.
I'll come back a little bit more. All right, what are you hitting?
I'm going to hit a 4.
4, okay.
Actually, I didn't see that tree there. I'm going to change this. We're going to play safe. All right, you talked me out of it. I'm not playing safe.
There we go.
I'm going to try to slice it over to the green.
Come on, turn. Oh yeah. Oh, dropped a little short.
Woo!
You're right there. The celebration.
That was
Joe.
a good one.
Woo!
We
What'd you hit with?
sliced it.
Kind of the same that Joe just did. Oh, topped again. Is he gonna run into it? Yep, dead ball.
Did it hit the crick?
Top city. We have a little 20-yard chip shot here into the wind.
Ooh.
So hit a great shot here, fixing his divots. And then you ruined it again.
The wind did it. It was the wind.
I saw the takeaway. Ready the ball slightly below our feet here, so that divot just doesn't want to go in there.
It can stay. It's fine. Oh, I bladed it. Come back.
Hey, that's you've been watching me chip too much.
Well, I'm trying to get you to play a little bit. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Nice shot.
so close.
Nice shot.
Joe's gonna make this, so I don't have to do anything.
This is a hard putt.
No, he's gonna make it though.
He did make it.
Called it.
Another par?
Another par.
Look at us go.
Go sports.
Go sports.
Every great golfer has a caddy, someone who helps them line up the next shot. Who's been the person or people in your life guiding you through the toughest times?
It's easy. My father and my wife and my kids. My dad's always there. He's there for advice. When you're a kid, you don't think your parents know anything, so you don't listen to them. You do everything opposite of what they tell you. But
Yep.
as you get older, you realize they're not as dumb as you thought they were. That's reality. And now my kids think I'm I'm dumb. But you're not willing to learn from other people's mistakes and take their advice and run with it. It's damaging to you. It slows you
That's
down.
tough.
Obviously, my dad's always been there for that kind of thing, especially more so, my late teens and adult years. That's where I've used him the most as far as his knowledge and, obviously all his sacrifices with me growing up. And then my wife, in a loose term, she's been my punching bag. When things aren't going right, she just lets me vent nonstop, and she never holds it against me. We have a very great relationship in the part where whatever I say stays there. She gives me the best advice she can. She also knows it's out of frustration. And I'm not, verbally abusive or anything like that. It just, she knows that I am a perfectionist, so to speak. And when things aren't going right, I get irritated. And especially if it's something, I can do better, it's like I'm mad at myself. She lets me voice it, and then she lets me cool off, and then we talk, and then my kids, they're just my strength. It's every day for, the last 21 years, it's been, I'm doing this because my kid needs this. 3 kids are all adults now. The youngest just graduated high school last May.
Congrats.
Out of the 3 of them, and one's in college, the other one's going through the electrical apprenticeship, and the one that just graduated is actually working for the garage door company until he figures out what he wants to do. But everything I've done for the last 21 years has been for them.
To help them. Yeah.
So, and I told my kids, I said, I work so hard now so that you don't have to. How I live. talk to my dad for advice, vent to my wife, and do things, for the kids.
All right, hole 3, like we said in the cart, 495 yards. Hole 3, hole 6, and hole 9 are going to be our donation holes for this round. So on every par, Joe is going to donate on behalf of his company to a certified nonprofit, church, or career unique scholarship of some sort. $50 for a par and $100 for a birdie. What a drive.
Oh, it's fading again. I play
Good
from
to
there.
have a good approach shot from there.
I play from there every week.
All right. See, a little higher. Everything else has been topped. Nope. 217. The flag is going to be over there to the right, right over there.
I'm going to try that slice again. I'm going to go over top of these cedars and hopefully it takes off to the right for me.
I'm going to come back here a little bit just in case.
So optimistic. Oh, topped it. But we're on the fairway. All right, it's time for you to save me.
I have just a 6 here. Oh, I'm in the fairway over there.
We have another one right out there on the fairway too.
Man, the only stick you could hit. 162 to the middle here.
My good old 5-iron.
He's got his 5-iron in hand.
That
I'm going to use an 8. We're slightly into the wind here.
Oh, hit the ground.
Little right. Hit the cart path. Bounced off to the right and ran.
Still running down the cart path.
We'll have a nice little chip shot. It is into the wind a little bit, so.
Right distance.
I'm going to go to the right just a little bit.
See how powerful that 8-iron is, I guess.
I'm going to go up there and it's going to be like 10 yards short. And you're going to be like, see? Should have done a 7. Oh, way right. I'll join you over there.
Are you over there too?
Yep.
I lost it in the camera.
Going here, we have Joe's shot here. Mine was just right over there. So we're going to take the extra 10 yards and go with Joe's. It's going to be a little bit of a 30-ish yard chip shot to the middle of the green. Joe's out here making divots again.
No, those aren't divots. I'm just raking.
Cutting grass.
Raking the grass. Get up there.
Come on.
Oh, it didn't go left like I thought.
Oh, good shot though. On the green.
We're on.
We're putting. Hit the pin. All right, what do you see here?
I see it's gonna go maybe 1.5 cups, 2 cups left. Whoa, late turn.
Well, we're gonna do something we haven't done yet.
We're gonna let you putt.
Yep. First putt of the day on hole 3.
Hopefully that's your strong game.
Oh.
Ooh.
It dropped on me.
I think there's a ridge there.
Got our bogey putt here. Joe's gonna sink it. There we go. Good putt.
I can make them 3-footers.
Hole 4, question 4. You said that after your first 3 months in business, you were broke. What did those days actually look like? And what made you refuse to do bankruptcy when it seemed like the only option? As the mower goes in the back, so
I didn't want to mow lawns.
you didn't want to loss.
Oh,
This guy.
well, I was talking earlier about that loss I took, 3 months into the business, and I don't ever take the easy way out. I never do, never have.
And that
I
comes
agree.
from your dad then?
Absolutely. I was raised growing up. You want something, you work for it. Hardest part was actually going to sleep at night.
Really?
Every
You just had so much to do?
yeah, you just so much on your mind. I was working from 6 a.m. to midnight, 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. Trying to get jobs done, trying to get paid. Just trying to keep everything moving. But when you are in a position, you have those nights where everything's on your mind, you can't sleep. Multiply it by 1,000. That's where I was. I couldn't sleep because I owed the supplier money. We needed to make the mortgage payment. We needed to do this. Things that keep you up at night kept me up every night. And like I said, my wife was there as to catch everything I threw at her, and she was there to put her arm around me, say we're gonna make it work. And we got there. Hard work, dedication, you'll get there.
All right, we have Joe shot here, 265 yards. We have water. Everything does run down to the right. So it does not make it a very favorable hole. And to add effect, the wind is also going to the right.
We're gonna
But you
try to
can't
put
go
it.
too far left because you got some trees over there.
We're gonna try to put it right next to them trees though,
Okay.
because it roll. If you hit the top of the hill, it'll roll down to
Yeah.
the right at the pin. So that's what we're gonna try to do. I didn't do it. Wrong fairway, guy.
No, go over, go, 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 go. Ah, so close to going over.
Say hi, geese.
Yikes. Almost got a goose. All right, so we have 82 yards. The flag is just right there. Joe drove it past the green over here, so we're in hole 7's fairway.
Oh no, too high.
And
Dang it.
get ran through, unfortunately.
I bladed it.
I have 56 in hand. No, caught it fat in this thick stuff. We had a divot.
Right up there by the...
All right, we're over here, probably about a 25-yard little chip shot in the rough stuff. We both concluded they need to mow the rough because it's looking a little thick.
Oh.
Scoop City.
Oh. Remember that loft and toss thing?
Yep. You forgot about it?
I forgot about it. All right, party. Your turn to party.
20, what was it, 25-yard chip shot?
Yeah, roughly.
Out of the rough. Gotta go.
I'd landed at 20 and be happy with it.
Nope.
Back
I
where
tried
we
your
started.
throw thing.
Back to where we started. Got it.
Yep.
Roll.
What a shot.
Ooh, stop.
Really?
Stop, ball.
I saw yours roll, so I didn't think it was gonna roll out that much. All right, we have our bogey putt here. See a little right to left, or?
Yep, a little bit. Quite a bit, probably. Oh, hammered it.
Holy fast.
This thing is faster than fast.
Wind picks up, perfect timing. There we go.
Sinking putts. Look at you go.
Very, very unfortunate last hole.
Terrible. Terrible last hole.
Terrible. Hole 5, question 5. It took 2 years to dig yourself out of that hole. What kept you swinging when you would have been easier to just drop the bag and walk off the course?
Wife and kids.
I know we kind of hinted for last time.
Yep.
Was there like
Wife and
one
kids.
moment that you can kind of pinpoint that it's just like, I can do this moment?
There was a lot of those nights. I mean, there was projects, you know, that needed to be done and deadlines and more work coming. And, you know, there's no one defining moment when I knew I could do it. It was just a lot of little things. It was, you know, obviously the person in my corner, my wife, you know, she, you know, it's my dad, you know, it's,
Yeah.
Failure's not an option. You know, it's, if you're failing, it's because you're not trying hard enough. And if you don't fail, it's because you didn't try. You know, it's just a lot of voices. You know, it's no one defining moment other than, you know, when we did the Encore shoe store at Gateway Mall. That was the job right there that got me out of the hole. But it was working 48 hours straight, going home, sleeping for 8 hours, going back, working for 48 hours straight, sleeping for 8 hours. We did that the whole week before Thanksgiving because we had to be done by the Friday before Black Friday.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, that was the job that got me out of the hole. I'm going to Thanksgiving dinner, and I just felt so relaxed at Thanksgiving dinner because I finally got over the hump. I finally got settled up with the supply house, and everything seemed to be going the right direction. I had work lined up for the following week, and we just kept plugging away.
153 to the middle. Looks like it's a back left-ish pin. Wind's going to the left, so should be a nice shot. What do you have in hand?
7.
7, perfect. Joe's gonna hit a 7. He's gonna hit a hole in one, and he's gonna do a jump in that water over there.
Going swimming.
Swimming in the water.
Either me or the ball. Oh,
No,
the ball.
go left. Come on, wind.
Down by
All
the
right,
park.
we're in the freshly mowed part, so. Joe found his ball.
Kirkland.
Yay. All right, we are up on whose ball, Joe?
We are on your ball.
Nice.
We were playing yours.
There we go. And he wasn't out of bounds, so as you saw. So we did take my shot, even though we were both in bounds. Hey, we're almost on the green. All right, let's take this up here. Ooh,
Too early.
should've gave that much more.
Not far
Look
enough.
at that wind.
Still rolling. Still rolling.
Yikes.
Oh, we're going back to the tee box. It's rolling so far.
So we need Joe to put this in so that way we get one of his shots. And then we need the par.
Oh, need it a little harder.
What
Stop.
a putt.
Stop, stop,
Oh
stop.
no, don't run.
Holy cow. That was a line, but not the mustard.
And then it's gonna come back.
No, it needs to stay.
Oh, come back to the hole. All right, bogey putt.
Oh, you gotta hit it, Sarah.
Break in. Want to tap that in so we have the double bogey. Okay, secured for a double.
Boom.
All right.
That's why I brought you.
Another bogey. All right, Joe, hole 6, question 6. We are 3 over through 5. You own 3 different businesses. What drives you to keep going on adventures versus just lay it into the fairway?
Well, if you ask my wife, I'm never satisfied.
Uh-oh.
Never satisfied. I always feel
Besides
like,
with her cooking.
oh, I'm always satisfied with that. Can't you tell? I always think I can do more. And, you know, when the kids were young, it was coaching,
Wow.
umpiring, you know, running ball stuff, wrestling, football, baseball, softball. I did it all. Sleep didn't matter, you know, and
Sounds like it.
then the kids all out, you know, stopped playing sports and all that stuff. So we needed a new kid, and we bought the bar. So, you know,
Okay.
now the bar's our kid, and,
Yeah.
and that's a needy baby right there. We spent a lot of time working, but I wouldn't change it for anything.
See this best drive you got here.
I need a good one. Haven't had one all day.
Yep, never satisfied. Good
That's
drive.
right. Going right. 4!
How far right?
Tee box. Let's play one down the middle.
Okay. Oh, a little right, but I will also be on the tee box.
You're
over
up there by me on there?
Yep, by the tee box. So let's go hit our last tee shot.
What'd you say we
so
are?
We have 160 to the flag. It's going to be past this big tree up here. What do you got?
I'm going to hit a 7
Hitting a 7.
because I want to stay below the hole. Oh, no. Remember when you said I haven't lost a ball?
I have an 8. Just going to kind of go over this little pine tree here.
Going over the tree.
Yep. Should be good. Might
Looked
be on.
good. You went over the side of the tree where you needed to go.
Yep, might be on. So I got mine, first bunker shot. It's about a 40-yard bunker shot here.
Oh, come back.
Rolled off. You got a 60-degree. Oh, run. Really babied that. You recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Hole 7 is a par 4, 357 yards. Hole 7, question 7. We've obviously hit a lot of bad shots this round.
Oh,
but what's
yeah.
a bad shot that you've hit in your career or life that you learned the most from? Is just a teachable lesson?
I guess I'll go back to when I was a 5th-year apprentice. We went to a bar after hours and met the boss there. And we had a few too many, and I told the boss about how he did me wrong when I was a 3rd-year apprentice. And I just asked him why he was D-head.
They say feedback's valuable.
Yeah.
He just wasn't appreciated in feedback.
That ended up costing me a service position. Looking back now, I mean, I'm glad it did. But at the time, that's what I wanted, you know.
Nice.
But, I mean, why would you start business when you're making $27 an hour for somebody else?
Yeah.
Granted, that was 16 years ago, you know, which now would be, you know, 40 bucks an hour or whatever. But that was probably the awakening point for me where sometimes you just got to keep your mouth shut.
All right, let's see. Hit a tee shot for your redemption shot
I
here.
just want to hit a straight one. How about that?
Yeah, as long as it's not straight in the water. We have a
Again?
little creek that runs through. I think it's about 280 is the creek, right?
You had to throw that out there, yeah.
I know. They say you're not supposed to mention the negative before you hit,
You did it.
but I'm trying to do better.
All
It
right.
clearly is not working.
I'm trying to do better swinging, so.
You got it. You can do it.
Straight as an arrow.
Stay in.
And over the creek. Over the creek!
Is it?
Yep.
Did you see it land?
We're in the fairway on the other side of the creek. You're not hitting?
Nope, I don't need to lose a ball.
All right, crush it.
All right, we have not 300 yards, not 299, but 298-yard drive in the fairway to boot. How's that feel after rebounding from those bad shots?
Feels great. Feels like I can pick up my ball and go home right now.
67-yard chip shot to the middle. It looks like we are with the wind. Yep, wind at the back. So what are you hitting?
I'm gonna hit my A wedge.
Gonna hit his A.
I gotta redeem myself with this club today too. Oh, too far.
Oh, wow.
Way too far.
Yeah. All right, I got my 60 degrees. Yeah, the wind
You went
pushed
over
it.
too.
Ooh, do we use the mulligan here? So we're gonna take our mulligans here. Guys, with Joe's drive, it feels like one that we should be taking a mulligan on.
Yeah, take advantage of that.
Get this a little bit closer. Not that much.
That was a little bit off. Sit. Oh. Had the distance, wrong angle.
We're putting. They stole my cart. Made me walk. Said it builds character. No, just kidding. My ball's over here, so I'm going to grab that. Told him to drive up to the greens. Birdie putt time. What do you see in this putt?
Oh, I don't know. It's going to go right, and then it's going to go left, I think.
And then it's going in the hole.
With any luck. But I can't see that far. I'm old. Oh, it didn't turn.
Good pace. I did not give that one enough gas at all. All right, Joe's gonna tap it in for a solo
It's full
par.
of water. I don't want to get my hand wet.
Solo par. Now he's gonna miss on purpose. Okay, good.
Oh, my hand's wet.
Hole 8, question 8. Your time to shine, your tee box. You have electric, bar, garage doors. What's exciting coming up for this year that you guys, that gets you out of bed and keeps you up late?
Well, Ambition Electric is thriving right now. Obviously, everybody needs electricians. We've developed a lot of relationships with customers. Something I've always tried to stay away from was builders, just because I wanted to specialize in service work, and that's kind of the direction we've gone. There's 4 of us, and we're all doing service work all the time. Residential, light commercial, yep. Storms came through, we rebuilt electric services for the homes. The trees took down the overhead lines, so we had to go back in, replace meter sockets, put those up. We also enjoy custom lighting jobs, so if somebody wants to add recessed lights in their home, where, you know, if they're living in an old house, they probably don't have any lights in their living room, we go in and do that. We can usually do most of it with limited to no damage. Sometimes there's drywall that needs to be patched just because there's no access, but those are the jobs we enjoy. Garage door company, we're trying to get that thing off the ground. That Steve's Garage Doors have been around for, 9 years now? Almost 10 years. Before that, Steve was at Earl Carter Lumber doing their garage doors. And when they shut down, he went off on his own. I took that over in 22 to try to help Steve, my dad, slow down and retire a little bit. He cusses me a little bit because he got busier than he's ever been before. But we're just taking on jobs. We're trying to find the right fit when we hire people. And that's been a challenge. Nobody, not many people want to do that line of work. It's hard to find help right now. So we're on a scavenger hunt trying to find installers that want to work for a small company, take it to the next level. And then Hickman Bar and Grill. We're excited. Here in the next week or two, we're going to start our kitchen expansion. We're going to add on some concrete on the west side of the building so we can put an outdoor cooler and an outdoor freezer out there. That'll gain us about 300 square feet of usable space in our kitchen. Or redesign the kitchen to make us a little more efficient. We're going to get rid of our gas oven, pizza oven, and go to two electric pizza ovens, so we can gain that space underneath the hood to add 2 additional fryers, because that'll drastically speed us up that direction. We already put our new cooktop in, which is about 1 foot, 1 by 3, so 3 square feet bigger than the previous one. And then once we have the kitchen where we want it, we're going to start looking at expanding the dining room. Once we know we can feed everybody quickly and efficiently and still the same quality, good food, we want to make sure that we can seat enough people, and hopefully that'll slow down some of the to-go orders.
All right, so that'll be cool. You're going to make your wife happy first with doing the kitchen.
Absolutely.
Priorities there. And shout out to Hickman Bar and Grill as we get ready to shoot this shot. We've gone in there a couple times with my kids, and this man individually does an amazing job when it comes to families. You don't think family when it comes to bar. but it's a better atmosphere than what you get at a lot of different restaurants and everything. It's very warm, it's inviting. The staff is very friendly, and he has stuffed animals that he gives out to younger kids. And my kids now will force us to go there because they want the stuffed animal or want to remember the experience and everything. So Joe's done a great job and his staff with making the kids feel welcome, which I think is very important in any business, to make kids feel welcome. Because they decide 90% of the time, and then the wife decides the rest of the 10% of the time. Well, if you're the dad, you don't really get to decide.
And the kids decide how long you stay.
Yeah.
If they start turning into little turds, it's time to go.
Personal thank you from me to you as
You're
well
very
for
welcome.
making a good experience.
So is everybody else. We love doing it.
Well, let's see your first hole-in-one after that, and I'll give you a teddy bear.
I'm still waiting on that hole-in-one. He must feel really safe.
Yeah, he's this guy right here is a little gutsy. Not paying attention at all. Now he goes, okay, here we go.
Hit a 6, and I'm going to try to hit that bunker with it.
6 and hit it towards the bunker.
Oh, I hit the ground.
Cart path? Nope.
It went toward the bunker.
That did take off to the right.
Yep. You're on the cart path.
Yeah, it just ran past the cart path a little bit. Looked like it would have been a good distance.
There.
All right, once again, we're on my shot over here.
Your shot. Your shot.
We have some dangerous bunker here.
For the record, I had to play
30-yard
mine
chip
too.
shot. Guessing we got to land it about 20 right on the edge of it and just kind of let it roll. What do you got, a 60?
I got a 60.
Okay, so you want to land a little shorter or a little longer.
I'm going to loft it up there. Oh, I'm going to blade it.
All right, I got a 56. Now I feel like the wind is also into us. The wind was into us on the tee shot, and then it turned over this
now
way.
it's back at us again.
And now it's into us again.
Good shot. Good shot.
That'll work. You said save the mulligan.
You're my mulligan.
Joe said he wants to contribute here, and he's got to sink this putt. Oh, keep up. Oh.
You got to hit it, Sarah.
Shout out to Sarah if you're watching this.
It rolled left, Sarah. I told you what it did.
I know. I think I pushed it. All right, we're on the last hole, hole 9. Hole 9 is going to be incredibly windy. Hopefully I'll cut the auto from that. But hole 9 is also going to be a donation hole. It is a par 5. Hole 9, question 9. This is a mulligan mic. We all have mulligan moments, so opportunities that we wish we could re-hit. But the caveat here, because a lot of people say, I feel like you shouldn't re-hit anything because it teaches you what you teach. So this is going to be one of those moments, whether that's in your youth, whether that's an adult, whether that's in business, that you wish you could re-hit, knowing and having the same experience that you already had from it. To know you can't say put a bunch of stock on Apple.
What about my last tee shot?
No. Maybe a story with your kids. I see we've hit a lot on business. I know you're a dad first.
All right.
So give me a mulligan moment from your kids.
Mulligan moment.
Re-hit knowing what you know.
For my oldest son. All right. When he was in high school, sophomore or whatever, he was a 6'5", 6'7", 340-pound dude, right? Playing football. Pushed him, and I pushed him, and I pushed him. And, some days I think I pushed him too hard. He quit playing football after his junior year. So much potential, right? He has that size, 6'7", 320, 340, you're a lineman, Doesn't matter which side of the ball, you're a lineman. We went to camps after camp after camp after camp. And we went down to Kansas City for regionals, and he qualified for nationals. So there we went up to Canton, Ohio for national camp. Where you
Shout out Buckeyes.
Yeah. No.
I'm a Buckeyes fan, so shout out Buckeyes.
But he didn't make the national team, but he had a full week of practice and learning, teaching him. So we came back, he played his junior year, and the kid was killing it. He was in the weight room, he was doing everything he should be. He was making goals. And here's Dad, pushing him, because we were spending thousands of dollars on these camps just so he could, fulfill his dream. And then he quit, and Dad got very unhappy very quick. It's like, all right, well, now you owe me $30,000 or whatever, I don't know, whatever number it was that I just threw at him. I wouldn't change the moment just for the fact that he learned a valuable lesson. And if you're going to do something, you go all in. You don't give up, you don't stop. But the one thing I would change is my reaction to it, because I was mad at him. mad, disappointed, same thing at that vicinity. I mean, I didn't say things I regret. I didn't say anything. I mean, I got upset with my kid where I didn't talk to him for probably 2 months, unless it was you're late for school or something like that, because I was upset, and I don't know if I was more upset that he let somebody else dictate his future by quitting, because it wasn't me that made him quit. So he says it was, a previous coaching person, right? So, but it irritated me to the fact that somebody got to him in a way that changed his future, right? Took his desire to do something away from him. And that made me mad. And it disappointed that he let somebody dictate that result. And my reaction wasn't the right reaction. I shouldn't have got mad at him for quitting. I should have, been more understanding about the situation. But to ruin a kid's dreams just got under me. And
especially your own child's dream, like you push them in, like you see a different side of that kid when they're doing like what they love,
right?
When they're having that excitement, when they're having that passion,
and
like,
success,
you see all the kind of stuff, and you're just like, we know how much joy this brings you.
Yeah.
Like we know as adults, like going through everything, like how much the world can really knock you down, and you got to keep getting yourself up. So being able to have a passion and be able to have like that experience, you can really draw on those memories that you can draw on when it does get tough, and those lessons that you learn. And now he just kind of got robbed of it. Somebody else's outside influence.
Or you look at it like I was, and he gave up.
Yeah.
He rolled over and gave up. And like I said, I don't accept failure. I don't quit. I just keep going. So I don't let people control me, or their reactions. I mean, my in-laws were a prime example. When I started business, they were everything except supportive. It was, no, you're going to go get a job and go back to work for somebody else because your family needs the income.
Yeah.
You can't do this. Well, you just told me I can't, so now I'm going to, right? My kid didn't respond that way. He just rolled over and took it. It's like, you can't do that. That's what you can't do.
Mm-hmm. Different times, different lessons, but what we can't do is get another mulligan on this 9 holes. So that's it. 2 really good quality drives, or just one. You hit your drive on the last one that we had, and then we can just go up there and play that one, and then a nice little bump for the last shot, and then we can hit an eagle.
Well, what we can't do either is have 3 money holes or charity holes and not give somebody
not donate
money.
Anything.
So this one we're gonna birdie.
This one we're birdie. All right.
All right, like we said before, par 5, 495 yards. Joe's going to absolutely spank a drive. Absolutely spanked. A little right. Land. He ran it through the shadow. I was gonna say you did good because you put us in the shade over there, but
We're about 125 out.
I think you put us through there. So I'm gonna try to take it a little bit more on the left side there. No, straighten out.
Oh.
Wow, did not. Oh,
You're in the shadow.
I'm in the shadow and behind the tree. All right, we're up on Joe's drive. His was right there. Mine was right by that tree.
We're gonna
Joe says 20 yards. I say 18.5 yard different.
Oh, I topped it again.
I have a 7. We're in the rough a little bit. Oh, I tried to not top it and I chunked it.
You topped it too.
Oh, I chunked it. You look, somebody else got somebody by 20 yards this time, so now it's even. So now we got to see what the next shots bring.
Now we know.
All right, so we have my shot here. It is a par 5, so we can easily put this on and in for a birdie. We have 102 yards.
I have my A wedge.
A wedge, guys. I'm going to hit a 52.
Nope.
Okay, how much did you take off that one?
About half swing because of the wind.
All right, switch it up. We got 60. So we're hoping it goes 60 yards with the wind in the air and it'll push it.
There it is.
Short.
It's gonna roll. It's gonna roll. Oh no!
Oh, this is gonna be for birdie.
Ooh, that was ugly.
All right, a little 52, little bump and run action. Should have putted. Should have putted. We have our par putt here. $50 for a nonprofit or church.
Oh man!
You push that or
I think I pushed it.
stay?
Oh no.
Dang.
Bogey putt. This will put us, what, 6 or 5, something like that.
This will put us at bogey
6.
6. And done. Sorry, everybody.
Joe, thanks again for being on to the Mulligan Mike. I appreciate it. Anything you want to leave for last closing thoughts?
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. I like what you're doing out here. It's a good way to spread some business cheer around, right? Get to know everybody in the community and surrounding areas. But anybody who needs electrical work, Ambition Electric, 24/7 emergency service. If you want to think about a remodel in your kitchen, give us a call. Steve's Garage Doors, if you're in the market for a new door, give us a chance. Same thing with service work, 24/7 there as well. And then Hickman Bar and Grill. If you're hungry or in the neighborhood, swing by, we'll feed you.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Till next time.
Thanks for having me.